Selamat sejahtera Tricia.
Hi, Tricia.
Tricia,
Tricia from day one.
I think the first communication we ever had was in 2006 when you were working at another think tank.
I came to ideas earlier than Tricia. I guess it's nice because before Tricia came in, it's a little bit more like you don't really get to meet the boss or get to guidance back then. Especially I was new to Malaysia, right?
I've been really struck by your calmness, sense of stability.
Tricia tak ada vibe garang, dia tak ada vibe yang unpleasant. Kerja dengan dia pun tenang. The best part working with Tricia is dia macam mana? Dia soft spoken. Bila soft spoken, even ada big issue ke panic ke whatever kan, you still boleh bertenang.
It's really been an inspiration, and just watching the way you lead and the way you share about Malaysia and what's happening.
I came in this morning, as you know, I saw you and then I said, before the board meeting, I was a bit emotional presenting at the last board meeting with you. But Tini came up with this idea of this 11, balloon thing there. So I asked her, so she said, we shouldn't be sad. So I'm going to use her words actually. So you're actually graduating. 11 years you've been with Ideas. So now we're happy that you're graduating and moving on to the next phase of your life. So
For us, you've built a team that is super competent, and you have deepened our work on particularly on institutional reforms and democratic strengthening, which we are known for.
And I've also always admired the way you've been able to sort of juggle so many different tasks and so many things on your plate, while also still bringing a lot of thought and perspective to your conversations and discussions.
Tricia helped a lot in terms of improving my writing, for example. Yeah, she did a lot of editing on my papers with a lot of remarks. Put the on these things.
I think it was quite interesting because I think one word that Tricia embodies quite well is balance. She embodies on one hand the idea of kindness and empathy, very much in the way that she carries herself and the way that she does her work, but also on the other hand she insists on excellence and hard work.
I think my most memorable time with Tricia was when we were trying to put out the fire for CPTPP paper. The paper was quite an uphill hike for all of us, but Tricia's leadership and Tricia's guidance really helped us pull through.
Saya boleh melihat Tricia sebagai seorang pemimpin yang boleh dikatakan belajar melalui tauladan seorang pemimpin yang berdedikasi, integriti.
Yeah, when I went through some rather kind of challenging personal issues, I think she took it upon herself to kind of meet with me, even gave me some advice and some resources to help me go through some of those things, right? If I were half as good of a leader as Tricia is, I think I would count myself as a successful person. And I really, really honestly hope that, one day in the future we will be able to work again later, Tricia.
Thank you for giving, 11 years of your life. We could not have asked for a better CEO in the last 4 years. You have been exactly the right kind of leader that we needed to carry us through the challenges that we faced through 2 years of COVID and lockdown.
You've really managed to be the backbone for Ideas, bringing, working with past CEOs and then becoming CEO yourself. And I think, that narrative has partly explained why we're doing what we're doing now. I told you when you called me a month ago or 2 months ago to tell me that you wanted to move on, that you would find academia to be regrettable because you would not have the same platform and influence that you do now. But I now realize that is probably a mistake. You are Tricia Yeo. You are the former CEO of Ideas, and that will always bring a certain cachet. And of course, you will bring much value and augment the mission of any organization you work with.
So you're now moving on to a newer phase, a newer career. I'm happy for you. I'm privileged to have worked with you for the last 10 years. I will miss having our sessions, our out of office chats where you're gonna call me and I call you. I'm part time, but then you're calling me and I'm calling you odd hours. So I will miss all that.
I hope that in the next stage of your life, you will be able to touch even more people and set that amazing example that you have done.
It's a privilege, to have a boss with have sort of aligned ideas with yourself. Well, please be there when we need you in whatever capacity it is. But I think Nottingham is not that far, so I know Semenyi is far, but please be there when we need you.
And all the best in your future endeavors. I think you'll be an amazing teacher, really, really good, smart, intelligent person, but you're also very empathetic. You're also very kind. I think your students will admire that about you.
I've learned a lot in terms of how you lead and manage the team, and I wish you all the best in your next chapter. And I will always hold you in high regards when it comes to public policy. You're definitely one of the top leaders in the field of political science in Malaysia, and I always wish you all the best and keep in touch.
Having worked in ideas just for like a month, it's been quite nice to see like your kindness and how the nurturing environment the team is. So all I wish for you is wishing you all the best in your next endeavors, and I'm looking forward to be citing from your own studies in the future.
And I'm lucky that I got that opportunity. I think you're an amazing leader. You're very on top of your game. You make research and public policy seem so interesting, and you sort of helped a lot of young people like myself to develop our passion in this line.
This will not be like a goodbye, I think, but more of a sort of, we will, ideas and you will have definitely still that strong relationship, but just in a different way.
I appreciate your taking care of external relations during our leadership vacancy.
Bila Louis resign, you panggil Zudi dengan me dekat bilik and then bagi tisu when I cry. So I will miss at all the moment with you.
I look up to your leadership and for your future endeavours at Nottingham, and please don't forget us.
Dan terima kasih juga Tricia atas nasihat yang diberikan. Nasihat berkaitan dengan kekeluargaan, nasihat berkaitan dengan kewangan juga, career, dan juga sangat support saya, terutamanya pada saat-saat saya sukar, warded selama sebulan lebih.
Nottingham may have gained a great soul. Most of the time when Tricia walks in, I love to see that big smile on her face when she greets everyone, regardless of, we're all our headphones, they're not listening to anything, but we still can hear her hello, we can still hear her hi, and it's a really great way to brighten up the morning, and we're really going to miss that.
I mean, her kindness and her leadership has made such a big difference to ideas, and we will miss her.
You've really helped me to contribute to my best of my abilities, and I just want to say that you're really living for Nottingham, and I know that you'll be able to do great and you have an even bigger impact on the broader stage.
Yeah, and we're always going to remember you here at Ideas. You'll always be with us in spirit. But in spirit or not, I hope you can also take part in our upcoming events. It's not an Ideas event without Dr. Tricia Yeo.
All in all, I think Nottingham is very lucky to have you, and I'm excited to see what else is in store for you.
Although I met you for a short while, I will never forget the day that you called me because I stuck in the lift, because to me that was the most thoughtful things. And I even tell in my universities that I never met a CEO who down to earth, who talks to the interns like you know me as a person and value me as a person.
Tak tahu nak cakap apa, tapi thank you Tricia for everything, especially during the MCO. You taking care of all the staff, ada session face to face, dengar kita orang punya luahan perasaan.
Wishing you all the success and laughter in your next chapter. Okay, don't be a stranger.
Thank you very much for being a fun-loving, big boss for me. and good luck for your next chapter in academia.
Saya kembali lagi. Terima kasih juga untuk partner badminton saya, Tricia. So saya akan ingat sampai bila-bila. Maafkan saya sebab tak dapat menjadi juara. So saya akan teruskan perjuangan saya untuk menjadi juara untuk next tournament akan datang, walaupun Tricia dah tak ada kat sini lah.
Bye Tricia.
Tak ada nak cerita pertama kali.
Tak ada. Walaupun dia interview kita, tahu tak, first interview Tricia interview alone dengan Kak Tini online. Second interview datang sini physical Tricia, Kak Gina, Uni, Kak Tini. Masa dapat job. Aku tak percaya aku dapat. Tapi seram mula-mula sekali CEO. Macam Kak Tini ingatkan, ni siapa? Aku tak buat research CEO dia siapa. Sekali CEO ideas. Why? So macam tu lah. Dia macam wow.
So Tricia ni